Hello, and welcome to this video tutorial on finishing up your workspace application. In this video, we will discuss checking for errors, viewing your application the way the reviewers will see it, and notifying your OSP officer that your workspace application is ready for submission. First, we will review how to check for errors in Workspace. Generally, when working in Workspace, you will be able to see if a form is error-free in the Form Status area. The forms that are error-free will be in the Pass status, as you can see here. Forms that have been started but have not been checked for errors or they're incomplete will say In Progress here. As you work through forms, you can save and check for errors. For more questions about this, see Working with Forms in Workspace. As you can see here, all of my forms for this particular workspace are in the Pass status. That means that each of these forms is error-free. When this happens, you can also go here and check the entire application for errors. You click Check Application, and you can see here that no errors were found in this application package. So then I can click OK. And that completes checking for errors in the entire application. Next, we will review how to view the application the way the reviewers will see it. To view our application, I want to go here to the View Application tab. Once here, I have several options. I can look at the individual forms below, or at the top, I can view the entire application. So what I want to do is where it says Application All Forms, I want to go to the Action column and click Request View. I get a pop-up message that lets me know I created a view request. It lets me know that when it's complete, I'll be able to download it. So I click OK. And I wait for the download to show up here. I can see it's ready. I click Download. I can see now I can open it or save it to my computer for viewing. Once I open it, I can now view my entire application the way the reviewers see it. I can also move back and forth in the different sections by clicking on the left-hand side of the page. Notice that if I continue scrolling through the form, I can also see all of the attachments as well. Last, we will review how to notify your OSP officer that your application is ready to submit to the sponsor. When you are ready to submit your application to the sponsor, you will need to notify your OSP officer in Workspace. You can only do this when all of the forms are in the Pass status, as you see here. Also notice in the progress bar at the top, you'll see that the forms have passed. So the next step would be to complete and notify the AOR, which is also your OSP officer. The button can be found here, Complete and Notify AOR, in the Workspace Actions area. This button is visible and active for the workspace owner. Once the workspace owner clicks Complete and Notify AOR, all OSP officers in the Office of Sponsor Programs are notified that your application is ready to submit. That way, if your officer is out, your backup officer will also be able to submit your application. After you complete this action, your application is now ready for submission. You see the message here that your workspace is successfully completed and that your AOR has been notified, and the progress bar changes as well. Now your officer can submit your application to the sponsor. Keep in mind that you will also need to email your officer to indicate that your application is ready for submission, and also submit the appropriate documents to OSP in order to have a successful submission. This concludes the video tutorial on finishing up your workspace application. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please email osptraining@uab.edu.